Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flow for flexibility. You're going to need just a little bit of space to move, and let's get started. So let's begin today just in a nice comfy seat, whatever that's going to look like for you today. And you can rest your hands either on your knees or in your lap, but take a nice big inhale as you lengthen through your spine. And use the exhale to let your chin fall down towards your collarbone. Let your head be heavy. Soften your shoulders. Find your breath. Close your eyes if you haven't already. I'm going to start to settle in here. We're going to use an inhale and slowly roll the head over towards your right shoulder. Maybe lengthening your spine a little more along the way. And just keep rolling the head until you start to feel the length through the sides of the neck. Just notice what happens as you let your shoulders get a little heavier. And staying for an inhale. And use the exhale to roll your head slowly back down. With the inhale, you can roll your head over towards the left side. Maybe lengthening the spine again. And just let the shoulders get heavy. And stay for one more inhale. Use the exhale to bring the chin back down. Awesome, you guys. Take a breath here. Let your head be heavy. And using an inhale when you're ready to lift your chin back up. You can keep your eyes closed, but maybe add in a shoulder roll. Lift the shoulders to the ears and roll them back and down. Take a nice big breath in and out. Nice, you guys. You can start to open up your eyes now, and we'll make our way into tabletop, onto our hands and knees. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. Maybe letting your hips go for a rock side to side. And let's just start to turn our fingertips out towards the edges of the mat. Giving the wrists a little bit of a stretch in the forearms. You can keep turning your fingers to point towards your knees if you're able. You can do one hand at a time or both. But just soften the shoulders. Maybe let your head hang heavy. And if you were doing one hand right now, you can start to switch sides. If you're doing both, you can stay. Breathe. Feel that lovely forearm and wrist stretch. Awesome, you guys. Let's slowly start to let that go. Your fingers can come back to pointing forwards. Taking a counter stretch though, bringing the top of your hand down. Your fingers might point towards your knee again. And then you can switch sides. Just giving those wrists a little warm up here. And if you want to take a couple more wrist circles to stretch it out, just sit back on your heels. Take a couple more wrist circles. And then we'll make our way into downward facing dog so your hands can come back to the floor. Tuck your toes, take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your knees, finding downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys, not here long. Take a nice big inhale. Let it go with the exhale. As you inhale, look forwards. Exhale, walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. Inhale as you lift halfway, lengthening through the spine. And an exhale to fold. And let's hang out in our forward fold. If you want to spread your feet out wider, do that so you're nice and balanced. Let your head be really heavy. Let your shoulders try to find your ears. You might even tuck your chin slightly towards your collarbone. And bend your knees as much as you need to feel that sweet release of the low back. If your hips want to go for a little rock side to side, it might feel good. Or you can just be nice and still. Awesome job, you guys. If you are rocking it out, start to find center again. Your hands can, maybe your fingertips can lightly touch the floor. Bend your knees so you can lightly touch the floor with your fingertips. And then take an inhale and lift your upper body halfway up. Your fingertips can find your shins or even your knees. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forwards again, but this time plant your hands and step your feet back into downward facing dog. Walking your big toes together. Use an inhale and start to lift your right foot up a little or a lot. And an exhale to send that foot all the way up between your hands to the top of your mat. And you can lower your back knee if you'd like. Or you can keep your back knee lifted. But we're going to be in a lunge here. And we're going to take a couple twists. So your left hand can stay down. If you're nice and wobbly, just lower your back knee. And then start to use an inhale to turn your chest towards the right. Maybe your right hand just rests on your knee. With the exhale, come back out of your twist. That right hand can find the floor. Inhale, come back into your twist. Turn the chest, turn the gaze. And exhale. Out of that twist, tap your right fingertips down. Inhale, one more twist. Maybe reach up this time. Maybe look up. And an exhale to come back out of your twist. Nice, you guys. If your back knee is lifted, gently place it down. You can untuck those back toes. We're going to heel toe our front foot over to the right side. Turn those toes to the corner a little bit, out to the side, setting up your lizard. So I suppose you have the option to tuck your toes and lift your back knee off the mat for a lizard, or you can just relax that back leg. I think I'm going to relax my back leg. My hips like that a little bit more today. So that left hand, we're going to twist 3 times on this side as well. So your left hand can find the edge of your mat. Use an inhale, start to turn your chest. Maybe your right hand just rests on your knee. Maybe you reach up. And an exhale, come back out of your twist. Inhale, turn that chest to the right side. And exhale, brings you back. One more. Inhale, twist. And exhale, find your way back. We're going to heel toe our foot to the middle of the mat. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Heel toe and send the hips back for your half splits. Relaxing those hips and moving that stretch into the hamstring, maybe pointing your toes up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, lift your chest a little higher. And an exhale, maybe lower it down towards your knee. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, melt it down. Nice, you guys. Use an inhale. Shift your weight forwards. Bend your front knee so you end up back in a lunge. You could tuck your back toes, maybe lift that back knee up. But use an inhale to look forwards. Exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Nice long spine. Exhale as you fold forwards. Plant your hands. Step on back into your downward facing dog. Your big toes can come together when you're ready for it. Inhale your left foot up. And an exhale to bring that foot forwards all the way to the top of your mat. So decide if you want to drop your back knee, if you want to keep it lifted, but find the balance, find the breath. If you want those 3 twists, plant the right hand, use the inhale, turn the chest to the left. Exhale, drop that left shoulder, lightly tap the fingertips. Inhale, twist. Exhale, come back. One more, inhale, twist, and exhale to release. Maybe drop that back knee down, untuck those back toes, heel toe, the front foot to the left side. Set up your lizard. Maybe decide if you want to hover that back knee. But bring your right hand to the edge of your mat. Take an inhale when you're ready. Turn the chest to the left. Exhale. Bring it back. Inhale. Twist. Exhale. Bring it back. Soften those hips. One more. Inhale. Twist. And exhale brings you back out of your twist. Heel toe your foot to the middle of your mat again. Send the hips back, finding that length through the front leg. Maybe pointing your toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe these lift and lowers of the chest are really, really small micro movements. But just take an inhale and lift a little higher. Exhale. Relax. Inhale, lift the upper body. Exhale. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, melt it down. Using an inhale to shift your weight forwards. Finding your lunge again. Tuck the back toes if you'd like. Maybe even lift the knee. Inhale to look forwards. Exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Nice long spine. Exhale, fold. We're going to hang out in our forward fold again. Let the head be heavy. Almost like you want to tuck your chin towards your collarbone. If you need to move your feet out a little wider so you're balanced, move your feet out wider. Awesome, you guys. You might even add a little rock forwards and backwards. If you can keep that balance, if it feels good. You might let the hips sway side to side, or you might just be perfectly still. Just bend your knees enough so you feel that sweet release of the low back. Nicely done, you guys. If your hands or your fingertips aren't able to touch the floor right now, bend your knees so you can get there. We're going to take an inhale and lift the upper body halfway. Lengthen your spine. Bring your fingertips towards your knees or your shins. Draw your low tummy in. Stay for an inhale. And exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Walk your feet all the way back into downward facing dog. You might keep your big toes together, but one more inhale and use the exhale to bring your knees all the way down to the mat. We're going to come into child's pose. You might keep your knees together. You might bring them out wide, but just send the hips back. Drop the chest, drop the forehead. You can bring your arms to your sides even with your palms facing up. But just slow down your breath. Relax your shoulders. Soften through your tummy. Listen to the sound of your breath. Whenever you feel good, ease an inhale. Start to lift your forehead, lift your chest. We're just going to cross our ankles and have a seat. So with the legs coming out in front, you can bring the left leg out. You can cross the right leg over top of the left. You might even bend your bottom leg in. And we're going to twist. So bring your hands to your knees kind of coming towards that chest, planting that right foot on the floor. Use an inhale to find some more length for your spine, and an exhale to turn the chest to the right side. Maybe your right fingertips can find the floor behind you. Hugging that knee in, letting the shoulders fall away from the ears. And with an inhale, slowly start to bring your chest back to face the front. So we're going to twist one more time to that right side. You can keep your legs exactly like they are, or you can adjust them. You might find cow face. You might bring the edge of your foot down towards your mat and try and stack your knees on top of one another. Scooch those hips around a little bit. You might feel that right glute and hip a little bit more, but wherever you are, whatever your legs are doing, take an inhale to lengthen the spine and an exhale to turn the chest to the right. Soften the shoulders. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. Use an inhale, bringing your chest back to face the front. You can unwind your legs. Give yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side, and then start to send the right leg out. Cross the left foot over top. So we're doing 2 twists to the left this time. If you want to bend your bottom leg in, you can bend it in. But let's keep our knee a little higher for the first one. Take an inhale, lengthen, and an exhale, turn your chest to the left. Use those left fingertips on the floor behind you for support. Breathe. Nice, you guys. Use an inhale. Bring your chest slowly back to face the front. Maybe keep your legs as they are. Maybe make a little adjustment. And then when you're ready for it, take an inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, turn the chest to that left side. Nice job, you guys. Using an inhale, bring your chest back to face the front. Unwind your legs. Give yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side. And then you can send both of your legs out long. Both of them out long. You can have a bend through the knees if you'd like. Maybe point your toes up towards the ceiling. We're just going to fold forwards. So use the inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, tip forwards. Nice, you guys. And if you want to hang out in your forward fold, you can stay still. But if you want to use the inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift, lengthen, and exhale. Maybe one more. Inhale, lift that chest, and exhale. Nice, you guys. If you're tipping forward, use an inhale. Lift your upper body all the way up, sit tall. Bend your knees, plant your feet. We're gonna roll our way back onto our backs. You can keep your feet planted or pull your knees in towards your chest. Maybe a little rock side to side feels good for that low back. And if you want it, you can start to send your legs up a little higher into the air. You can keep hanging onto the back of your legs. Or you can rest your hands on your tummy or at your sides, but just take a couple ankle circles. A couple ankle circles in both directions. Taking all of the weight out of the feet, out of the toes. And then you can start to bend the knees again. Bring your knees into your chest, maybe your feet all the way to the floor. If you want to find happy baby, let your knees come out wide. Maybe reaching for the feet. Encouraging your low back into the mat. Feel those hips. And if you have your feet or your knees, just start to let everything go. Maybe sending your legs out long. Spread your feet out wide. You can rest your arms at your sides, let your palms face up. Just make your way into Shavasana, whatever that's going to look like for you today. Just allowing yourself a few moments to relax your entire body. Find some stillness throughout the body and mind. And as always, I encourage you to stay here for as long as you have time for. But thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, namaste.